Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Dad, preview today then? What are you thinking?
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to yourself too.
Happy budget day as well.
Oh yeah, well said, well said.
Yeah, so listen, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad actually. I'm a bit worried about the Albion, but I'll let you...
You're not part of this doom mongering.
I'm not by the Doom and Club, but we'll go on to it. We will go on to it, guys.
Let's just get... I've got to do my notes because I've got so much to say.
I was going to say, first of all, again, I think you can stick to an opinion. I think there's people who are not happy, people who are happy about how we're playing at the moment. I'm not worried, I wouldn't say overall, but I'll let you get onto it first. We'll go on to the game before the game on Friday against Luton, which is going to be a massive game to go to. Cardiff then. Dad, what are you going to say?
You know, so I wasn't too disappointed. I thought that two good games of football on any other given day we could have won, we could have lost. You know, we're creating the chances, we're doing enough to create the chances, but we're not putting them in, and we cannot keep on relying on Maja. Somebody else needs to come to the party and get on that dance floor, because it's, to me, right, we cannot start booing and slating Carlos. We can have our opinions, which I've got an opinion, you've got thousands of others, but we must remember where we've come from and where we are now, and the financial restraints that he's working under.
Yes.
It's not Carlos's fault.
No, I don't blame Carlos.
Hang on a tick. It's not Carlos's fault that Maja isn't getting on the end of balls. It's not Carlos's fault that fellows is banging the balls in, but nobody's on them. Where you can blame Carlos, or portion of the blame, is like you quite rightly said on that game. We keep on playing the same formation with the different players, and it quite clearly ain't working. For me, I would like a change. And you know what? For once, I'd like to go back to the drawing board and not play out from the bloody back. And because at times we look kamikaze.
Well, I think it is up there for debate, guys. I mean, what are your thoughts, first of all, on the game against Cardiff? I thought we did struggle to break Cardiff down at points. I think we had our chances, don't get me wrong, and I think, like you said, someone's got to get on that dance floor with Maja and score some goals. And I think this is where, I think when people look at the team sheet, like we just said then about the formation and whatnot, I think you can see that Carlos Corberán is trying to change it up, the fact that he's getting not just Magic in those positions to score goals, he's getting a John Swift. Remember, he was one of the keepers, should have scored a goal.
Yeah.
Your Mikey Johnsons, who was here and thereabouts.
Yeah.
And then like your Furlongs, your Heghams, who are having those chances to score goals, but they're not taking them.
You can forgive them, they're defenders. They're not, you know.
But people have to step to the plate, because that's where you're a footballer for a reason, and you must be decent at doing your job. So you've got to be able to score goals like that.
Yeah, listen, as Carlos has said, right, we've only lost 2 games, kept 7 clean sheets, so he must be doing something right.
Yes, he is doing something right about the fact that we're keeping clean sheets, but if we were to draw the rest of our games like we are at the moment, let's be honest, Blackburn, good side, yes, but should we beat him? Yes, we should have. Cardiff, same again, we probably should have definitely beat them. I think even Cardiff fans, they were brilliant on the day, I thought, fair play to Cardiff, but we should have beat them. And if you're going to go against sides who are, let's be honest, are a bit better than those sides, like your Sheffield United, your Leeds, your Sunderlands, those 0-0s are going to turn into probably a 3-0 Mullerins.
And I think I will say, as you said that, we do have a tendency of coming to the party when better teams are there, like say for instance Leeds, who rose to the occasion, I thought.
Well, we didn't, that was 0-0.
But we didn't get beat, and they're supposed to be the mighty Leeds.
Yes, but my worry is at the moment is, as we're not scoring goals, it could be a problem going forward that because we're not scoring goals, we are going to lose these type of games, especially when we haven't scored that many goals at home.
Listen, I'll give you plus and minuses. The minuses is, I think only Tranmere have got a worse record than us.
Really?
With to do with the goals. But the plus side is this, right? We're still in the chasing pack.
That's where.
And we're nowhere near the team that we should be. Now, I've got my theories.
I know you have, yes. I know. I think you mentioned.
So I'm going to tell him. No, this is no one.
No.
I actually think that Fellows has been affected by the transfer tour, and I wouldn't have been at all surprised if he wanted to go, because he looks knackered.
Because you report that Everton were interested, weren't they? Alan Nixon reported it the other day again.
So listen. Let's get into perspective, and I keep on saying, right, it's all about opinions. This is my opinion, and I know you've got to. I'm not how can I put it? I might not be right. This is my opinion. Right, our target at the end of the day is getting to the promised land, the Premiership. If we go up, heavens forbid, we'll get tanked every other week.
You've seen Southampton.
Yeah, at Ipswich as well, Leicester. So right, let's get our ducks in a row. Right, what's the problem with the Albion? We haven't got a proven goal scorer. Right, did we have the same problem last season? Yes, we did. So it baffles me why people think we go into a new season and suddenly I think Madger's overperformed and now we're over expectancy.
We have really overperformed the start of the season, thinking that we're going to win the league straight away. Because let's be honest,
and I was one of them.
Same here.
I thought we were going to be the Invincibles of the league.
Exactly, the performances we were putting in, you thought to yourself, wow, we're doing really, really well here. And I think I'm going to go into your point, the formation side of things. Many people have called out the fact that Carlos Corberan needs to change it up. He's too one-dimensional. He's a bit like Val, really, really stubborn to not changing the formation. Yeah. And this is where I think with managers, it does sometimes make or break you, because let's be honest, if you listen to the fans every single week, it's not going to work. And this is where I actually disagree with you saying about the playing out from the back. I think now, unfortunately, because the likes of Pep Guardiola has changed the game from playing out from the back, you've got to still play out from the back because it still creates those chances.
Stop it there, because I forget. It's all right playing out from the back if you've got the skill set of the players to do it. Some people haven't. And there was because I know you love your statistics. They reckon the amount of goals that are conceded by playing out at the back because the players just haven't got the news. So it's just a theory of mine.
No, I can see where you're coming from there, but I feel like playing out the back does actually help going forward, because I think we have those players like your Swifts and your Moats and your Malumbis to actually help create chances in the team. And this is where I personally, guys, I would love to know, guys, your thoughts down below. Make sure it comes as always. Is what formation, if you had to change to, what would you change to, Dad?
3-5-2.
Really?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that is a really good question, because how would you put the centre-backs at the moment? Because we've got quite a lot out. You've got Bartley, we're going to the minute, 4 to 6 weeks out. You've got Semi Ajayi, who looks like he's going to be out for a long time. Paddy McNair, who's going to be out for quite a long time.
And who've we loaned out to somebody?
Tyler? Yeah, Caleb says Wickham.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, somebody mentions an absolute brilliant
Who's this?
I think it's Dylan suggests a 3-5-2 system. Devante Cole partnering Madger up front. He also mentions we only have 2 fit centre halves, so they're on it. John Wainwright, who's a regular, hiya John. John says totally agree. Mentions excellent view. Negative posts from Albion fans. Questionable team selections and posts. In other words, lay off Carlos. I agree, John. Totally agree with it. Now Jeffrey Hines again. Perhaps try a new formation. So it is good. I'm sorry, because I just forget. Stuart Handley. We need to push Mowat more up front, more up the field, and Madger needs more support up front. Need to play 2 up front. Totally agree.
I completely agree with that. So I think I like to say in my formation, I would probably go to something like a 4-4-2 and maybe play Devante Cole up top with Madger, because give him that chance. Because again, we've only saw one cameo at QPR, and I think Fleetwood really didn't go to it, so I can't really have my verdict on it. But I thought he looked really good at QPR when he came. He looked a bit bright, and let's be honest, he's the only fit striker at the club except for Madger at this moment in time. So why not give him a go?
If you're not going to play him, don't have him.
Exactly.
Because he ain't doing any good sitting on the bench, and his confidence will be rock bottom. I think the beautiful thing about this is, there's no doubt about it, right? In my eyes, we have 100% peaked too soon. Because if you'd have said to me on the eve of the QPR match, we're going to go to London and we're going to come away with a draw, I'd have snapped your hands off. To come away with a bloody victory, I thought great, but the conundrum's been cracked. So now the expectation is on the whole team. It's not only on Carlos, Madger. Goodness me, when have we ever been in the charts for having one of the leading goal scorers and leading assists with Tom Fellows? So the ingredients are there. It's just that we keep on baking, and the cake don't look that well. We'll get it right. We put it this way: if we don't get it right, there'll be a negative vibe come around the club, and Carlos could walk. Now, don't get me wrong, right? I'm not saying that Carlos is beyond criticism. He is. We pay our money, we take our chance. But what you've got to remember is this, right? There's only one way for Carlos, and he'll go at some stage.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, right, let's make the most of him. But I do question whether or not he's been absolutely stretched to the limit. I actually think, again, The players need to look at themselves when they come off the pitch. Did we make the most of every opportunity? No, we didn't. Why is that? Is it confidence, self-belief, and no desire? So, you know what?
There's a lot of things in there.
The problems are not as bad. You know, if
But why, Dad? Are we not playing as good at home as we used to, and away it's the opposite? Is it because of the pressure of playing in front of the fans again? What is it?
I can't begin to. I don't know.
So
I'd hazard a guess, and I'd love to put it out there. I actually think the pressure's on at home. And as soon as there's a stray pass, or as soon as there's a ball, like Ray Wilkins, bless his cotton socks, used to be the crab and play it across rather than down, it drives me mad when we go up, down, back, all the way around. You think, for crying out loud, just bloody shoot. So, you know,
I was gonna actually mention, we'll also talk about the players. I thought Hagen really showing up in the game. I thought those were some good performances, and I thought to myself, Semi Ajayi, I know he's got an injury right now, but he looks really shaky again, didn't he?
No, you know, if I didn't know any better, he ain't been the same since he come back from the AFCON.
No, yeah, you're spot on with what
and
you
he's
say
always
there.
had this.
And you can see he's an aging player, and he's got a mistake in him. Yes, I know. I think he's a good player on his day, but he has got a mistake in him.
I know that I don't like to say this. At times he looks a bit calamitous. He doesn't seem to. I wouldn't say seem to know what he's doing. He does, because he's a professional footballer. But we don't know what goes on behind. I keep on saying this. What I must remember is, to the playing staff of the Albion, it's a job.
Yeah.
For me and you, it's a devotion. Do you know what I mean?
100%. Well, the problem I'm going to have is with the Albion at the moment in time is we've got these injuries, so these players need to step up. I think Mason Holgate looks like coming into the side on the weekend. What are your thoughts on that one?
Well, I would like to see him integrated back into the squad. He has got something to offer, but again, it's the aging legs that worries me. Tell you, I'm going to go completely off on a tangent. Tell you what made me laugh. I can't remember the chap's name. Right, you know, when we were at Blackburn Rovers, I watched this and I thought, you know what, this is like watching England and Gareth Southgate. And he was right, but the chap who commented said that he got into trouble for saying it. He didn't. I totally agreed.
I agree. And one man I was going to mention to you, because you said he had a good game, was Callum Stars when he came on for Paddy McNair.
I thought he had a spark about him.
I thought he had a bit of spark, man. My worry is I think he could be done for like the counter attack, but I overall thought he had a good game.
Yeah, I think by and large, right.
There weren't any standout negative performances. I thought overall we were really good overall as a team, but we're just missing that goal. The one man who I was really surprised with, and I think it surprises me saying this actually, realistically speaking, is why didn't Colin Grant start?
Yeah, I don't know. I did. You know, some of the Cardiff fans actually said that on the vlog. They said I'm surprised that Colin didn't start, and they also said they were expecting to get turned over, and for them it was a great result. It just goes to show that again, at Cardiff, right, they expected to turn up at the Albion and get walloped, right. I didn't realise that their manager is an interim manager.
Yeah, I told you.
Look what the players done for him.
Exactly, and I think that's why now the players realistically needs to get through this bit of a blip. I know it's gone a bit longer than we wanted it to, but we're still in the top six. We are still in the top six, and that's a bit of positivity still saying that how good our form was at the start of the season is a reason why we're still in the mix at this moment in time. So if we pick a couple of wins about this moment in time, we can actually get back up to that top spot. I'm not saying we're going to, but a couple of wins under our belt, we'll have a lot more confidence, because that's what I feel like at the moment is missing. Because I think I said to you, what my problem is at the moment is, and as you've said many times, is the fact that we don't shoot enough, and we don't. Is it because in training they're saying, right, don't shoot, because if you shoot and it goes away, it's because then we're going to get caught in the counter attack, and that's what we were prone to last season on occasions. Yeah. That's my problem. But sometimes you need to test the keeper, and that's what we need to do a lot more of.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think let's put this into perspective. I've got my notes ready. So we're fifth in the championship.
Yep.
Apparently we're having a crisis, right? 12 games played, we've won 5, we've drawn 5, we've lost 2. Goals for 13, 7 against, and a goal difference of 6. Listen, that ain't bad for a team who are faltering a little bit. I don't know what the answer is. If I knew what it was, well, listen, again, Carlos sees the players day in, day out. Whether or not it's nerves, expectations, form, off the field issues, we don't know. But all I know is this, right? I am born and bred Albion through and through. No matter what league they'll be in, I'll be supporting them. And Carlos, I trust. But I do agree with what people say. He's not beyond criticism. We pay our money. We have.
Oh, exactly.
All I want to do is fill that bloody gap like a young Bob Taylor or a young Lukaku.
We mentioned this one, yeah, the amount of times about that.
No, but it's the only thing I can go by.
Oh, no, 100%, I agree.
If we had let's just say, if we had Jamie Vardy, not that I would want him because he's but it ain't all doom and gloom.
I agree. I'm going to quickly go on to the Luton game on Friday, Dad.
Look where they are.
Exactly.
There's talk of the manager getting the boot.
Exactly. They just come off a 3-2 loss against Coventry, and of course, I think they were 2-0 up. And we watched some of the game, and they didn't look too bad, did they? I don't think they deserve the 2-0 lead, and that's because they've got the good players who can score goals, like Colton Morris, Adebayos. I think Clark's a really good player on his day. Tom Holmes got a red card, so he'll be playing for the game on a Friday night. However, Luton have a good team overall, and especially at Kenilworth Road, they can put us under the cosh.
They had something last season not last season, the season before, that money can't buy or couldn't buy, and I think it was a lot to do with Ross Bartley as well. They were in it together. I mean, look at the stats, right? They're 22nd in the Championship after 12 games.
Why is that, though, you reckon?
Loss of confidence, loss of form, loss of belief. And I think that once the negatives kick in, it's very difficult to get back to that kind of level. And I'll be surprised if he lasts the season in his job.
I agree with you.
Who, by the way, is a very good manager.
Rob Edwards is a great manager. He's been in many clubs, hasn't he? I think he's in the Dingles at one point, weren't he?
Yeah, so let's have a look at the stats then. So Luton, 22nd in the Championship. After 12 games, they've got 3 wins, 2 draws, 7 losses. Now, this is the interesting thing. Goals for 14, goals against 20, with a goal difference of 6. It's got all the makings of a 0-0 draw.
Well, I hope you're not right there. I think we are going to struggle at Kenilworth Road just because of the atmosphere that they can create. And don't get me wrong, this is the best time to be playing Luton, in my opinion, guys. What are your thoughts on that? Put down in the comment section below. And I think for this game, realistically speaking, would you change up the formation or not? Because a lot of people have said, I'll put on the screen now, for a 4-4-2 with the Devante Cole and Madge up top.
No, I disagree with you. I'm going to be controversial. I would drop Madge, put him on the bench as an impact in the second half. Up front, I would play Cole and Grant.
Would you? And what formation are you going for?
I'm going 3-5-2.
3-5-2, wow.
3-5-2, yeah. Because I'll tell you something there. Right, unless we chop and change, we're never going to know. Let's not stick to the tried and tested, which ain't getting us the results. For one game, let's try it.
I think we might. I think he realistically does need to change it up, and I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't, just because we're drawing games and all we need is that goal. Because if we get that goal, it could be a completely different game, especially mostly as like your Blackburns, your Cardiffs, and your Leeds, for example.
Don't forget, sorry to put it, we've been here before under Steve Bruce. We went, God knows how many games they've scored.
But you know what the weird thing is about Steve Bruce's era? When he actually got the sack and we were on a loss of many games, we were losing 3-2. 3-1, 2-1, close games where we were scoring goals and people were enjoying that. Would you rather have 0-0 draws right now and not losing points or losing like that, if you get what I mean?
I'd rather have the draws and get the point in the bag. Because my summary would be this: we're not playing bad, we're not having stinkers, we're just not getting that final clinical edge in the opponent's half. And we will solve it. We will definitely solve it.
What's your score prediction then?
0-0.
0-0. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I think we'll get another point on the board, and I think that'll be a really, really entertaining game. Mark my words on that one.
Well, again, one thing I'd love to say, I stress, is there any our opinions? I'd love some comments to come through, whether good, bad or indifferent, because you know what, we've got a fantastic fan base. You know, I was only thinking about the other day, on our away travels, you see the same group of people, and it's brilliant because we've all got our different, you know, I'm not saying I'm right, I've got an opinion, but you know something, we've got one thing in common, we all love the Albion.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much as always for watching this video, and if you are sticking to the end, what people they are watching this video now. We appreciate them, don't we? We appreciate them.
No, we do. I know we keep on saying it, and you might think you should. We love the fact that you take the time to come up to us, to comment. You know something, without your input,
we're nothing, are we?
It questions why we do it. But you know something, we're baggies.
The Lord is our shepherd.
Indeed he is. And what time is it, kid?
It's showtime.